Carmina Mora, a gifted artist from southern Chile, carried the guilt of her young brother's death. After tragically losing her brother in a drowning accident, Carmina was left feeling lost throughout her childhood. Having been abandoned by her mother, losing her brother, and all the while being blamed by her father, Carmina had enough and wanted to end it all. She made her way to a bridge at a local spot dubbed Death Leap. I'm sure you can guess why it was called that. However, before she leapt, a cacophony of crows came to her rescue. One landed on her shoulder and stared intently into her eyes, and her life was never the same. From that moment on, crows would appear at every corner of her life, and she began creating black ink surrealist art that told stories of local tragedies on a large scale. Her performances launched a large-scale surrealist movement, and she gained international attention. She would then be commissioned by a multinational enterprise. However, with a bit of digging, she learned this group was linked to corrupt politics. So, she sabotaged them and painted a giant mural depicting them as a Grim Reaper harvesting the fields of Chilean families. The spark this piece created turned Carmina into a target, and she would then be kidnapped by a group of masked gunmen who severed her hands and chopped off her tongue to remove her ability to spread her message through art. In the end, a murder of crows, get it, came to her rescue once again, swarming the hooded men, but it was unfortunately also too late for her friends. The crows could not be controlled. Death was coming, and again, it was her fault. A deep black fog engulfed her. First the spirit story, and now this? God damn, these are sad. Carmina's main power is rightfully called Birds of Torment. Forged from the absurd edges of reality, her weapon, Sharp Palette Blade, is the entity's version of her palette knife that she used to paint. This blade is an obvious extension of her arm that we now know was chopped off. As you may have guessed, all of her abilities, powers, add-ons, and perk names have a theme related to art or crows. As far as abilities go, the artist can summon dire crows, which she places on the ground one by one for a maximum of 3. However, this can be increased by 1 with the use of the add-on called Ink Egg. Upon launching the Dire Crow for a brief period on their flight path, the Dire Crows can injure survivors. Once past their flight path, they turn into a swarm and can smack into a survivor through any obstacle, revealing their location and interrupting the survivor from doing whatever they were doing. Probably crouching behind a tree if they're any of my solo queue teammates. Swarms can be removed by hopping in a locker, and they used to be able to be burned by flashlights, but this is no longer the case. You can check out my YouTube video for more information on that. Anyways, thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the fog.